hearing from the Trump administration that there are protections for renters in order to prevent them from getting evicted in the middle of this pandemic. But the truth is, if you look at the Kushner family and their own practices when it comes to rent, they are not allowing COVID-19 to stand in the way of demanding their tenants pay their monthly rent. So there were actually a few different notices given to the tenants who live in Kushner properties. On Thursday, March 19th, for instance, and this is according to Mother Jones, Westminster Management, which is owned by the Kushner companies and boasts a holding of more than 20,000 apartments across 6 states, sent residents in at least one property a notice about rent collection. So it read, important changes to billing and payments. So you might be thinking, oh, maybe they're letting people know, hey, you can defer your rent. But that's not the case. Before outlining a new online platform that would accept credit or debit card payments for a fee or by e-check without additional charge. 2 days later, on March 21st, the company sent another email to residents while it acknowledged the global pandemic by saying the company hoped, quote, you all stay safe and healthy in these challenging times. It went on to tell tenants to sign up for the new payment platform ASAP. And then on Wednesday, March 25th, the company again reminded tenants of the new rent payment platform, this time via paper notices slipped under apartment doors. The messages had no mention of any rent breaks or a willingness to work with tenants facing financial hardship due to the coronavirus. Okay, and then by the way, one of its properties, 18 Sydney Place in Brooklyn, has at least 2 ongoing code enforcement violation actions from city housing inspectors, one related to mold, the other to roaches. So some of these people are living in not so great conditions, and they're also not getting a break at all due to COVID-19, and it's pretty gross.
So, Anna, are Kushner properties looking for a break from the government, though?
They absolutely are. So, we've talked about the stimulus bill that was passed by Congress in great detail. And one of the provisions that Democrats succeeded in passing was that the Trump administration would not take advantage of any of that stimulus money. However, the provision was written in such a way that it actually allows for Jared Kushner and his family to take advantage of that taxpayer money for their business. So let me tell you exactly how that would work. So while the provision expressly bars such funds from going to companies controlled by the spouse, child, son-in-law, or daughter-in-law of the president and other officials, in order for the prohibition to kick in, the person in question would have to, quote, directly or indirectly own or control 20% or more of a company. Now, here's the thing. Jared Kushner rarely owns that much in his family firm's various real estate projects, according to a person familiar with the family's business arrangements. The ownership is usually divided between Kushner, his 3 siblings, his 2 parents, and various outside investors. So he certainly does qualify, and you would be crazy to think that he wouldn't try to tap into it.
And of course, the company will and say, oh, it's got nothing to do with Jared, but there's all these other Kushners that need to be taken care of, let alone the outside investors. So look, on the one hand, if all you care about is numbers, I understand you'll ask for the most amount you can get. The Kushners will for all their properties from the government, and then you'll give the least amount to your own tenants. But shouldn't that bother you on a human level? I mean, at a bare minimum. And shouldn't our government not allow people to do that? And so those tenants, they're also being told, by the way, we're not going to, as Anna pointed out, not going to take care of your mold. We're not going to come in and do maintenance because of coronavirus, but you still have to pay us ASAP.
Exactly. And I want to talk about this a little more in the post-game show today. Become a member by going to tyt.com/join. My father's actually a landlord, and I want to share a discussion that we had recently about this whole stimulus package and how it would impact him.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.